Was that from you or from Go Birds?
The tweet?
Yeah.
I tweeted Go Birds.
Oh, okay. I was looking
From
at your
Go
thing.
Birds.
Got it.
And Go Birds is live.
There we go.
Hey. I almost said hello after that and just started the pod, but I didn't.
Started right there.
All right. Ready? We're live.
Mhm.
No cursing. Yeah. I cursed yesterday on High Hopes.
You must curse on 80%
Just
of the
popped.
pod.
No. Oh, I didn't curse, actually. I said bat. They didn't come out. So it was good. No, bat?
No, the second one.
I didn't get it out, though.
Okay,
I only got the shh, and I stopped. So that doesn't count. I wouldn't dump that.
It'd be funny if, like, well, go
All right, let's do it. Hey, hello. It is the Go Birds podcast presented by the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. You love to play, you play to win, you bet. Bet Parks. It's the Bet Parks Picks Pod. And, no big deal. We hit another parlay. Like,
Are we two?
No big deal. We've hit two already.
We did 2 already. That's
We're 2
more
for
than
5 because we
more
didn't
than
do
hit
week
all year.
1.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It's pretty good. And
No big
this
deal.
one was plus 3 something.
Yeah. And no big deal. I'm like 43 and 30 on the season, not even including my like 11 and 5 in the first week that we didn't count because whatever.
Right, didn't happen.
You're like 39 and 34. Like, we're both kicking ass. We went 11 and 3 and 10 and 4 last week.
Good feel on the league.
That's right.
And I'm just gonna actually start.
We always joke about not winning you money, that we gamble for fun. We're winning you money this year.
So with that being said, of how like I'm gonna put something out there.
Oh no.
I'm guaranteeing an Eagles win this weekend.
What?
Guarantee it. They're gonna beat the Giants.
All right.
Guarantee it.
Quick question.
Now I'm not saying they'll win by like 15 or whatever.
No,
I'm just saying
they're gonna come out victors.
They will win the game on Sunday.
So here's my question. We'll get to the picks in a second. Is this remnants of your Giants hate or your Giant? Because we all know the last few years, like, we don't curse, but your Giants get the bleep out of here has been your go-to phrase for the Giants for the last few years, really.
Phrase we had to get rid of.
Move on from once we did the YouTube and
came in. It was a fun phrase.
I want to curse desperately.
I know.
Is this a Giants thing or an Eagles thing?
It's an Eagles thing.
Okay, good.
I think
that's what I'm asking.
We've gone too far. Look, I wanted them to play better, and we're not going to do this whole debate again.
No, we're not.
But they looked like an improved team, is all I'm saying. They didn't look as improved as I want them to look. They didn't make the statement I want them to look. But I've rewatched the game multiple times. I feel better about this team after that game. They don't feel as good as I want it to feel. But the Giants are also really bad. The Giants are missing one.
They have a good defense, though, the Giants.
They do, but they're missing Kayvon Thibodeau. They are going to be missing Andrew Thomas.
Well, Kayvon Thibodeau stinks anyway.
Well, he's got, I think, 4 sacks.
No, I know.
Not 4, but he has good pass rushing numbers.
Yeah.
He's better than any edge rusher.
They have great interior line. Like, Leonard Williams is one of the best.
Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter, excuse
me. Yeah.
Dude,
Dexter Lawrence. Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence has been phenomenal.
Dude, he has 7 sacks.
Dude, he has been, that's why I say he's been like the best interior lineman in the league this year.
And so I agree. Their pass rush is awesome. I'll believe it when I see it of a Jeff Stoutland offensive line getting wrecked.
Love it.
So
he's fully back in on the O-line. Now there is one missing piece to the O-line this week. How concerned? And that's something that we didn't talk a ton about. Yeah,
for sure.
The my thing, like I think we all know he's gonna be out a few weeks or whatever it is. They said a couple. He said a couple. I would bet it's probably a little longer than that. But
I think it's gonna be like a month.
I do too.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 questions on that, and then I promise we'll get to the picks.
Yeah.
One is how much concern do you have for that in this specific matchup? And 2, do you expect Fred Johnson to play, or do you think there's any chance they move Mekhi back?
Definitely going to be Fred Johnson.
I think so too. People
definitely
are
going to be Fred Johnson.
Stoutland never switches guys.
And I wouldn't do it. Now, look, if Fred Johnson plays 2 really bad games in a row, maybe you have to consider it. But I think Fred Johnson versus Brian Burns is obviously a concern. It's not a good matchup. But I do trust Jeff Stoutland to figure out something to make it happen.
Okay.
So, and while the Giants defense is very good, their back 7, I don't think is that good. I think that they're really bad against the run, number 1. So it sets up well for a Saquon game. But 2, I think their defense is really, really good because of the pass rush. Like, full stop. And that matters, obviously. We've seen Eagles defenses be really, really good because of the pass rush. But I think the Eagles will negate that pass rush.
Okay.
And so I'm guaranteeing a win.
Love it. Okay. I like it. The line's gone down. It was 4, now it's 3.
Beautiful.
No big deal.
Yeah. Makes it even easier to bet the
Eagles. Good. It's true. You're right. All right, let's roll. Is this coming out today or tomorrow? Just tomorrow? Okay, so people can know whether we're right or wrong immediately. Yeah. It's always fun. Broncos at Saints to start it off.
Woof.
Woofers.
Well, I guess, although I do not care about it, it is Sean Payton versus Saints.
I didn't even think about
I wonder if that's happened before. Probably not.
Probably not.
I would think.
No,
He's only been there 2 years.
Yeah.
Broncos at the Saints. I don't know if Derek Carr is
He's
not playing.
It's Spencer Rattler.
Who I do like, but
Yeah, you're a Rattler.
Yeah.
There's got to be a cool fan group.
Rattle Pack,
Yeah, something like that. You know, the Rattlers.
the Rattle Riders.
Yeah,
That's
Rattle Riders.
I don't actually. Never mind. Yeah, pause. Yeah.
What about the Rattle Rousers for like rabble rousers?
It's better than
Yeah.
Riders, but it's not. I'm not there yet with it.
The Rattle Riders is something.
Broncos -5.
Whoa.
Dead wrong.
You're right with the Broncos. I'll give you credit.
All right.
2.5
Okay.
in New Orleans.
It's kind of 5 if you consider the home field.
Sure.
I'm still wrong.
Yeah, flip it.
But yeah.
Sure, I guess
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
If you want to go that
Since
way.
I didn't know where. Well, it is in New Orleans.
If you add the -2.5 and the +2.5,
you're good to go. It is in. It is in New Orleans, right?
in New Orleans.
I'm gonna take the Broncos. Although actually Patrick Surtain's not playing. I'm still gonna take the Broncos.
I'm gonna go Saints.
Mm.
Home Thursday night. I don't think Bo Nix is good enough to
But I think
give points on the road on
that's
a
fair.
Thursday night.
That's fair.
So
I think Chris Olave is not playing.
don't feel
Am I wrong
super.
about
He's
that?
definitely not. I don't.
Okay,
feel
so
super
they're
strongly
missing
about it.
quite a
Yeah.
bit of people.
I know.
Yeah.
Both these teams stink. Is the point.
Can I give a random quick take?
Sure.
All right. I'm trying
I
to.
have, by the way, a soccer final thought
I know.
coming, which I texted Elliot about, and I'm very excited for.
I'm trying to switch to hot coffee now that it's cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as good, number one, but that's fine. I can power through. The hot coffee cups are absurd. They spill every single time.
Mhm.
Like, why not just put, and I get temperature wise, just put this in a plastic cup.
Well, it
I know,
costs a
but
lot more money, and it's also way worse for the environment.
Well, but they put
B.
cold coffee in a plastic cup.
Are you talking about like the ones that well, it is worse for the environment, I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know for
there has
sure.
to be a better way. For as long as we've been drinking hot coffee
But
to go,
those cups, when you get heat in them, it gets too
right,
hot.
that's the issue.
That's a problem.
But there has to be another, like every single time I get a hot coffee, it spills all down the side. It's all on my hands. Like I know it's a me problem too.
But I don't ever have this issue.
But I'm
Like,
an
every
adult.
once
Like
in a
it's
while-
not like
Every once in a while, you'll get a lid that doesn't fit right, and that's a disaster.
every once in a while. Let's talk 50% of the
So
time.
no, not for me. That's my
Look
point.
at this. Every time it's all down the side.
But every time for you is what I'm saying. Like for me,
I would guess a large majority.
I would say
of the
1 out of
population.
20 times do I get a lid that isn't a problem.
But I think it's more than that.
I'm just telling
I'm just
you.
letting you know. I'm gonna have to
Tucker,
switch back to iced coffee.
Chime in here.
I don't like hot beverages.
That's a good take. Good take.
It's an okay take.
Hot toddy's not that good.
I think hot ties.
They're fine, but they're
I
not.
mean, like hot apple cider with some alcohol in it.
sweet.
Oh, it's
Nah.
amazing. You're
Isn't that what a
crazy.
hot toddy is?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, yeah. You were
Yeah,
just
I'm a fan.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate,
Love
No.
hot chocolate. Love hot coffee.
overrated. You know what are also overrated? Marshmallows.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll
what's the
get
next
down
game?
Thank you for that. Wolf in London, the Pats and the Jags just fire this game into the sun.
So lots of will Eagles Jags get flexed?
Better.
Well, so this game could really matter because if the Jags get blown out here and the ratings are really bad, you do wonder.
well, and if
'cause they
Doug
have to decide
and if
by
Doug gets
Tuesday.
fired too. That's part of
Yeah.
the fun of the Eagles Doug
Right.
thing. You know?
Now, I don't think it will be regardless because I just don't think they're flexing the Eagles out. But the Jags are certainly.
I don't know. They moved the Eagles from the 4 o'clock to the 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but that's different. I don't know. But I will say Jags -3.
The Jags are a 5.5 point favorite.
I think that makes sense, honestly.
The
They've been
so
there all week.
I think
This
the
is-
Patriots are the worst team in football.
Yeah, I think they might be,
Arguably,
honestly.
you know?
And Drake May is probably the worst starting quarterback currently.
No, I don't think so. You think he's worse?
Okay,
than-
well, there's Deshaun Watson.
yeah.
But I'm
exactly.
saying he's
Drake
the-
May was all right. Like he sucked at first,
Right, but
he
it's his
ended up
second
throwing
start.
for 3
I don't know.
touchdowns. No, I
Yeah.
know. Look, I'm not expecting Drake May to be good in London, or whatever, but I
Right.
just think Drake May's okay.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not
when
out
you
on
start
him
with-
permanently. I'm just saying he's the second start. I'll take.
Well,
the,
whoever's starting for Miami is probably.
Also, I'll
worse.
say this.
like whatever Skylar Thompson or Scoop Huntley, they're not as good.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Scoop Huntley?
Snoop, excuse me.
No, I think it's.
I thought it was Scoop.
Snoop.
No,
I thought it was Snoop, and then I saw someone put Scoop, and I always thought it was Snoop. Is it Snoop or
His
Scoop?
like birth
Snoop.
name is Snoop.
No, Tyler.
Okay,
It's his
alright.
nickname.
Okay.
I
See
thought
how
it
we
was
named that
Snoop
thing.
too, and then someone was calling him Scoop. I thought it was Snoop, and I changed it because someone said Scoop, and I was like, well, I guess I'm wrong, so I'm gonna go Scoop.
It's Snoop.
I thought so. All right, Snoop Huntley.
Well, regardless, I'm not picking whoever it is. I will say this about the Jaguars, my lone defense. I'm not normally convinced by drop touchdowns. I think it's like a loser thing. But did you see the clip of the 4 touchdowns the Jaguars dropped last week?
No, I didn't.
They were, and again, I'm not normally sold on it. they were 4 legitimate drop touchdowns, like straight in their arms in the end zone. So, long story, I'm taking the Jaguars.
So I'm taking the Jags too, just because it feels like such a big Jags line.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. But I definitely don't feel great about it. All right, let's get to Sunday. Ew, just another ew. Bengals at the Browns.
Well, good preview of the following week.
Sure, yeah.
Not that we'll be watching.
In review of the week before.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna. Where is it? In Cleveland? I guess
It is in Cleveland.
it's a good game, right? I feel like no, I guess they're actually
The
not.
Browns
that
are hard.
close.
The Browns.
Well,
are
I was
back
thinking
in-
they're close to each other. But
They are record wise, I guess, because the
No, I'm
Bengals
saying
only have 2 wins.
geographically.
Sure, I mean they're the same state.
Yeah.
Battle for Ohio.
Yeah. All right. I'm just
All
trying to think of
right.
something here. How often do they play? Well, I guess they're both in the
Every
AFC.
year, 2 times. They're in the same division, brother.
Good point. Good point.
That's great.
All right. That was a bad one for me.
I loved it. Though.
That was a not
Honestly,
thinking
the
about
highlight
it.
of
It was
this
a bad
pod
one
for
for
me,
me.
so-
It was a bad one for me. Yeah. I'm
It's hard
gonna
to
be a hard one to
You gotta
recover
get
from
back
that.
on track.
yeah. The curtain's been pulled back.
You just didn't think. It
Yeah, I
happens to all
know.
of us.
I
You
know.
just said
Obviously, I
something
know
without
they're in the
thinking
same
about it.
division.
You just didn't think. It happens to all of us.
Twice
There
a
is
year.
nothing
though.
worse than not thinking though and just saying something
Yeah,
in a
it's-
microphone and being like, "Whoops."
I mean, if you talk all day in front of a microphone,
you're damn right, buddy.
Yeah,
Give us a little leeway here. All right.
yeah, I'm sure I'll get that.
you always. Who doesn't give Eliot Shorr-Parks leeway?
So true. I'm
the
gonna go
nicest person you will ever meet.
Bengals. Oh, into the line. Bengals.
I will go Bengals.
Bengals -5.
6, pretty close.
All right.
I'll take the Bengals too. I can't.
Parlay game.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. Lions. Oh, this is the best game of the week, without a doubt. Lions at the Vikings. The battle for the NFC North.
That is a
By
great
the way,
game.
how about the NFC North?
Yeah.
3 or what?
4 good teams.
Yeah, 2
4
4
good
and
teams.
2, 1 4 and 1, 1 5 and 0. Also, did you see this? The most wild stat. They have the 4 highest point differentials in all of football. They're the top 4.
Wow.
Like if you just list who's got the highest, it's those 4 at the top. That's pretty wild.
Here's a take for you. I think football might be at its best when the NFC North is the best.
I think it's a great take. They're
just
classic
4,
franchises.
classic franchises,
Classics.
great football towns, like
Great uniforms, like
right.
all of it.
Like the NFC East is awesome, but Washington
It's
ruins
like,
it.
yeah, I'm with you. This is great.
Like maybe honestly the division I just didn't know exist. Would
Yeah,
be
it's
the
a good
other
one too.
Yeah, but I think I would take that one.
I
think
love
it's
it. And they're also like the Ravens are like a new team. Like these are all 4
Right.
classic football.
100%.
It's a great take.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
that
you.
take. Well done.
Save myself.
Yeah. Oh, you're back. He's back.
I'm gonna go Lions. Well, they are missing Aiden Hutchinson.
You
I'm gonna go. I know
you
I'm
did
picking
the
the
Lions.
line. I know.
I like
Li-
you just picking the
Lions
games.
-2.
I love you picking the games without knowing the lines is strong work.
Yeah.
It is actually
Vikings favorite.
Vikings -1.5. How about that? So
It is in
basically
Minnesota.
they're saying they're the same.
Yeah, and it's in Minnesota. Too.
And also the Vikings are coming up a bye.
okay,
Or whatever that does for you.
I think Lions.
I'm going to take Lions.
I think
too.
they rally around. Aiden
I think the Lions are a better
Hutchinson. Yeah.
team. I think the Lions are going to win that division ultimately. Is a big game for them. I love the Lions.
So here's a quick Dan Campbell take, who I've always loved.
Never been a
Never been.
you've had his back from the
Now,
moment he got hired.
I will say I'm living on Sirianni Island this weekend.
I know.
It's a fun place to be. We value family. We win games. We all love each other. It's a beautiful place to hang
It
out.
does sound like
It's an awesome
very
place.
happy
Everyone
place
gets
to be.
along. We
Yeah.
have fun. We watch football. Yeah, very fun, right?
Football matters.
Yeah.
We love it.
But I will
Maybe
say,
some games of horse here and there.
exactly. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We compete on things.
We
But
connect.
you have to tell me. Fundamentals are stressed. Dan Campbell is
Love you,
what
man.
Dan
You're my
Campbell.
favorite.
Dan Campbell is what Sirianni.
Yeah,
like,
he
like
really
you watch
is.
the Dan Campbell videos
speeches.
and they're so good. And Sirianni's
Like, how
just
could you not want to like?
Sirianni's
rally
just
for that
not
guy?
good at post game speeches.
I
He's just
know.
not.
He's
just-
not.
It's
They're
not
all-
his strength.
Humble.
They're
Hungry.
yeah. They're never
Humble. Hungry.
convincing.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's so much more like
He's better at the in week
interpersonal
speeches, I
stuff,
think,
yeah.
too, than he is post game. But yeah, Dan Campbell is like,
you want to like cry when you watch
That
him.
is-
You're like, but he brings you to tears.
you can almost convince me to take him over any coach. in the league. Almost.
This is my favorite.
I mean, I got to
In
admit,
the
like,
history of the podcast, it's my number one favorite.
I'm always open
turnaround.
to change
I know
my
you
mind.
are.
Yeah.
You really are.
Um,
We love the Lions.
yeah, honestly, this would be a parlay.
I think
for
so
me.
too, and it's
Yeah.
a risky one because it's a great game. But you know
Yeah,
what?
I feel good
We've
about
won
it.
2 out of 5. Like, we take some risks.
We got money to blow.
We
Here.
we
We're
are
honestly
way up.
probably. I mean, we could check, but we're probably up $200 or $300.
We're way up.
Yeah.
It's very good. I run the account, so we are way up. I will tell
which
you
was a
that.
mistake on our part. Yeah.
I know. All right, let's keep it rolling. Another great. How about this? Back-to-back banger games. The Texans at the Packers. What a fun
It is
game.
a good one.
Yeah.
Random game.
Yes,
but
it
a good
is.
one.
What a good one.
In Houston, you said?
In
in Green
Green
Bay.
Bay. I don't know which way I'm going to go on this. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
this won't be a parlay game. For me,
No,
but
I'm very, very torn on this one. I know what I'm going to do, but
Texans -1.
Packers -3.
Ooh, and surprised by that. Obviously.
Me too. It's higher than I would have expected.
Now I will say
Texans got Joe Mixon back.
Texans +3 is kind of interesting.
I know
for a parlay,
but I'm very.
The Packers,
we're not parlaying this. We're not.
All right,
can't do it.
Fine. But I do think Texans +3 is a fun bet.
So you're taking the Texans?
Yeah,
because I'm taking the Packers. That's why we're not parlaying it.
I do wonder if Houston can go to Green Bay and win. It doesn't feel like it's not cold. That cold.
I honestly, this could be a push. I wish it were 2.5 and I could take that, but I'm going to take the Packers.
By the way, did you see it's going to be in the 80s this weekend?
It's what?
Wild. Like
Dude,
4 or 5 straight days.
Out.
I know.
Like,
4 or 5
I go
straight
out in the
days.
mornings now, and we've talked about this on the pod before, but like there is nothing colder than 3 o'clock in the morning cold.
I'm sure.
Like when you step out of your house for the first time.
Well, as I said,
3:30 is when I really leave the house.
We've been sleeping with the window open, and it is nice. Like,
yeah,
I like being cold when I sleep, but it's definitely cold out.
But when you leave the warmth of the house that early in the morning, it's like bang in your face. Especially the changeover. It felt like it was one night. It was like one night I went out and I'm like, good to go. And the next morning I was like, I'm freezing.
Good news. It's going to be hot again.
I can't believe it.
Which is not good news. I don't want it to be hot, but
yeah. Well, yeah, I know hoodie weather. You're going to have to wear your hoodie in the hot weather.
I know.
You see,
figure that out. I know. Tell me about it.
Roll the sleeves up.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it rolling. We go from a good game to a less good game. The Dolphins at the Colts.
Scoop.
Gross. Look, can we just officially call him Scoop on this pod? Yeah, I like it.
Dolphins at the Colts.
Yes.
Colts -5.
3.
Okay. The Dolphins blow.
I love the Colts.
Yeah. I mean, this could be a parlay game.
Yeah, this could be a parlay game.
Yeah.
Now, my only concern is that they play Anthony Richardson, and it's like,
yeah, but 3 points.
I agree. I like them. I mean, but like, just play Joe Flacco, guys.
You know, honestly, what we could do, we could move the line down to 2.5.
We could. We could just take the money line. Make it simple.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Just
Well, if we're doing a
move it.
parlay, sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
the
what I'm
money
saying.
line on a -3 is not like
either
super
way, we're
enticing.
taking the Colts at
Yeah,
-3 for the picks.
Agreed.
Officially, but all right, we'll get to it.
I think that is a parlay.
if we money line.
Yeah.
I think. Okay.
Well, I would do the 3.
We're both taking the Eagles over the Giants. We won't
guaranteed
save
it.
it to the end. Yeah, -3. I'll take the Eagles.
To be clear, you're
-3.
taking the -3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they. I think they win and they cover.
I do too.
I don't feel as strongly about it as you do. Like, I would not be shocked if we're sitting there Monday or Sunday at 4:15 or whatever, and we're talking about an Eagles loss. Like, I won't be there being like, I can't believe this happened. But I will. I think they'll win, and I'll lay them.
I don't know if I don't think I'd be quite there, but
You'd be more surprised than I would be. Is
yeah,
what we're saying.
obviously.
Yeah. All right.
I'm guaranteeing a win.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Have you ever been wrong when you've guaranteed Eagles win? Because historically, you are.
I don't think so.
Other than this year, which
I don't
you've been hit or
guarantee
miss.
them much.
That's
honestly.
my point. And you're just very good at picking Eagles games over the years.
I think the last one I guaranteed might have been
the Giants playoff game.
The Giants playoff game.
We definitely guaranteed.
Yeah.
that.
Well,
that was an all-time guarantee.
Yeah. And I guaranteed the Eagles would beat the Saints in Jalen Hurts' first start in 2020.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Which they did.
2020 actually was. But
2020.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it rolling. I feel your guarantee does honestly makes me feel better.
I feel good about it.
I know
they played
seriously.
well. Wasn't great, but
They didn't turn the ball over, which is
the
huge.
defense was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's just so hard to.
I agree with you.
judge,
I'm
but-
just
no, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's fair. It's fair. All right, let's keep it rolling. Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. Kind of an interesting NFC game.
yeah, but like in a boring way.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. I
More
mean,
boring.
it's like you have to
Unless you have
pretend it
fantasy
matters.
players in this game,
Right.
Like, what are we doing? Or unless you bet on it,
Um,
like we might.
Fantasy league going well, by the way.
Both teams 4-2.
Yes. Good to go.
Cruising along. Emily has now had 2 weeks. She won this week. Marvin Harrison, concussion, out of the game with a 0. She won.
That sucks.
And then James Cook didn't even play Monday night. She didn't need it. Got lucky.
Still
But-
won. How many points did she finish with?
Well, I put Shakur in and he got 5
right,
points.
right.
But she was already at 14 points heading into Monday night, so it didn't matter.
Right.
But essentially could have won without 2 zeros, theoretically speaking. But then lost the week with Rasheed Rice in the 0. So Emily's been getting very unlucky with like losing guys at the beginning of games and getting zeros.
Dude, I saw a screenshot from a fantasy game where
I did too. Is this the one
one
point?
point. And the
This is
crazy
a totally real lineup.
that's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like, well,
Usually I
duh.
see those and I'm like, come on.
Yeah, this was like it
This
looks
is like you totally could have started that lineup.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that was 1.22 points. I think
Yeah.
it was or
That's why
something.
fantasy blows.
Yeah. I've said this forever. You're Mr. Like, let's talk about the league. And it
is a fun league.
a
Like so
fun
many
league.
people reach.
It
Yeah,
is a fun league.
Yeah.
I'm in on it, but like fantasy stinks.
yeah,
Here's
for
what it
sure.
is.
Gambling is better.
Yeah. Something's better.
All right. I'm going to go.
Seahawks and Falcons, to remind you.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't remember.
Right. Falcons -3. There we go. Finally. There we go.
Let's go.
That is a definitely Vegas doesn't care line.
It's like, let's just pick a minor.
Yeah, quickly.
I like the Falcons here.
I do too.
I think the Falcons are all right.
Yeah.
That loss against the Eagles is looking better.
Yeah.
They've played well.
Yeah. And they should have won it.
They did win it.
Yeah.
Saquon dropped the ball.
Yeah.
All right. One more 1:00 game. Not a thrilling one, if we're going to be honest. Titans at the Bills. Real quick with the Bills thing. We didn't talk about it. Amari Cooper traded to the Bills. How do you feel about the fact that
I know where you're going.
more or less Amari Cooper cost what John Dotson did?
And so did Devontae Adams to an extent. Now, I know it's conditional.
That
can be a
second. Probably never coming here anyway.
I agree. He was going to New York.
But like Amari Cooper, they absolutely could have traded for Amari Cooper.
But to be clear, we said at the time of the John Dotson trade, they overpaid for him. Like we acknowledge that. We were just okay with overpaying.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely overpaid.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And do you think that Howie made a mistake making the trade before the season started instead of waiting till this time of the season? The Browns out of it. These teams kind of Raiders are out of it, and like having a chance to try and trade for one of these better receivers.
I don't know.
Because it is value wise, like he could have gotten Amari Cooper theoretically.
Now I will say Amari Cooper, I don't believe is under contract after this year.
Right.
Jahan Dotson is.
Yeah.
So
great.
No, I know. Amari Cooper's better.
Dotson will be back.
I'm just saying Jahan Dotson is young, under contract. Like Amari Cooper is
just a flat out better player.
Way better, like way better player.
And would help the team right now.
I mean, look, I think ultimately should he have waited? Yeah, because Jahan Dotson blows.
Hindsight, yeah.
But I think I'm okay with the time. Like, I don't think the timing of it makes me feel worse.
It's just
they were never going to get Amari Cooper.
It's just John Dotson's not good.
Yes.
Or hasn't.
Might not.
Hasn't been.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get to 4 games in a second, but I mean, listen to this list. Mike Quick. Seth Joyner. Jody Mack.
Good one.
Yep. Rob Ellis.
Also good.
Joe Conklin.
Member of the media.
Well done. You listen to the
He clearly is a member of the media.
So you have a take on that?
Yeah, for sure.
He's not a member of the media. He's a comedian.
Here's my take. If you can get a press pass, you're in the media.
Has Joe Conklin ever had a press pass?
I'm sure he could, though. You don't think he could get a press
I think
pass?
He probably could for
there
a
you
game.
Go. There you go.
Game. I don't know if he can get it for a season.
Okay, fine. But like, I think if you're creating content that's consumed in the media, you're a media member. I don't think he's supposed to be unbiased. That's where I would agree with you.
Well, that's a journalist. The difference between me, I'm media. I'm
no,
not a
yeah,
journalist.
true.
Yeah. But either way,
I think he's media.
Check out the morning show.
Yeah.
Joe Conklin and us, Eliot Shorr-Parks, James Seltzer. That is the Bet Parks lineup. Bet Parks, the official sportsbook and online casino of the Go Birds Pod. Only sportsbook we use. Only sportsbook we recommend. It's the best. The Birds, a 3-point favorite. In New York, you can bet on that.
I wonder why that went down.
Probably because they haven't been very good.
Well, but I mean,
they're a road favorite.
Yeah, it's fair.
You know what I mean? So, and we haven't seen huge lines this year, though. We never actually picked that last.
It's a good observation.
I just realized that what made me think of that is that this is a huge line. We never actually picked that game. Titans at Bills. By the way,
shout out to Stokes. The fact that he can track this,
I love you.
Truly unbelievable.
He's a master.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Titans Bills. You want to do that? I'll get back to the read here.
Do we never pick the line?
No,
let's just do it after the thing.
Okay. Yeah. So what? Coming up next,
Titans
Bills, which is a big line. That's why it made me think of it. But the Birds, you can bet on that game. Bet on more than the score. You can bet on player touchdowns, rushing yards, passing yards, sacks, interceptions, all the good stuff. And you can bet on all these games. Bet on our parlay with us. So many fun sports to bet on. Of course, baseball playoffs are going on. I don't like to acknowledge it, but it is. Hockey's back. Bet on some Fly Guys action.
I'll be honest. I haven't watched the Flyers yet.
Oh,
but
I've watched it too.
I
can watch weekend late night Flyers, so it was great.
Here's my take.
Weekday late night Flyers couldn't be more out.
Also, betting on a Mitchkoff goal or point is probably pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have to watch the Flyers to be as into it as other people. I'm really excited. I'm in on them. I don't care if
I would just like to apologize to any Flyers fans listening and say that's not.
Obviously, there's people that like the Flyers more than me, but I don't think I'm any less invested because I don't.
I think you're definitively less invested.
I don't think so.
I think what you could say is you could still be invested and care about the Flyers and
exactly
scores and stuff. You're absolutely less invested than people who are staying up till 10 o'clock at night to watch the games. It's just a factual statement.
I guess.
They
but
are
not
invested
by
in a way that you're
I just
not.
don't think
they are using their time to watch the Flyers.
I guess that
is a literal investment. You're just, let me check the score. We won. Go Flyers.
Here's my ultimate point.
It's definitively not as invested.
Here's my point. No team or fan base gatekeeps like Flyers fans.
That's
And I'm letting
definitively
I'm just
true.
letting everybody know right now.
Hold on though. Have you met Jack Fritz?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He is very gatekept.
He is the
Yeah.
all-time
But I'm just letting people know now. I will not be gatekept out of the Flyers. if I don't watch them. Just letting you guys know.
So, but here's the thing. I don't know if you could choose that. Isn't it the gatekeeper's choice to keep you out? I don't know.
I'm going through the gate.
I like this. Blasting through it.
I am in on the Flyers, and I will not be watching a second of them. I'm just letting everybody know. They play Friday at 7. I'm not watching.
Oh, it's a lock watch for me, buddy.
Well,
Friday weekend Flyers. I will watch every single game they play on the weekend. During the week, it'll depend on my schedule.
They can't be home on Friday because Shane Gillis is.
It's Saturday.
Okay, there we go.
I love that.
I'm going to Shane Gillis on Friday.
Look at you.
Big stand-up comedian.
Do you think he knows who you are?
I think there's a shot.
Yeah, of course there's a shot. He's a huge Philly fan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do you think like
I hope he likes me.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you, Tucker. Thank you for chiming in on that one. I think he would like me.
Crack the mic more. That was phenomenal.
I think I'm good at predicting who likes me and doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And I think Shane would like me.
Okay, good. I like that.
Putting that out there.
Yeah. I never thought about whether Shane Gillis likes me.
Good
or
off
knows me.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which celebrities would like us?
Hey,
is a
Tucker,
good
start
one.
producing and get Shane Gillis on the pod, okay?
Yeah,
I met
bet
Shane
that.
Gillis.
Did you say come on the Go Birds pod?
I didn't. It was
No.
at a bar, like right over there.
Oh, at that Irish bar.
Hold up.
At
So you
Bonnet?
met him in
Yeah.
the wild and you didn't ask?
Did you
It's
say
one
hi
thing
to him?
Like meet him professionally and you don't want to be
I said
weird.
hi to him as I walked by, like a frat house, like let out at the same time I was there. And
Oh,
like,
so you probably was getting bombarded.
there were like
So
500.
does he hang out in Philly a lot?
Yeah, I think he lived here for a
Really?
while.
Yeah, like I met my buddy for dinner, and he said he saw him like walking down the street on his way to the restaurant we were at.
I'll say this. I'm not a big ask a celebrity for a picture person. I think I would ask Shane
Oh, I
Gillis.
wouldn't.
I think I would.
Honestly.
Honestly, just to send it to Jack to rub in his face. That's
That's
80%.
I
80%.
did text Jack.
That's
what
fair.
was
Yeah,
happening.
80%
I'm like,
of
"Jack,
the-
we're
Okay,
next
that's
to
fair.
Shane
I didn't think
Gillis."
about that.
Yeah.
The spite ones, great.
yes.
I don't know if there's a single famous person who I'd be like, can I get a picture with you? I feel so weird to me to do it. Like personally.
The other one would be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, because you have
Yeah.
to. I mean, you're twins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just because it'd be like, who's who?
Like I might like Trey, the lead singer of Fish, guitarist, lead singer.
I
of
would
Phish.
hope.
Yeah,
mean-
because like that'd be it. You know.
Yeah. It's,
I might.
you like them a lot.
Yeah, I love them. I don't like them. I love them
Yeah.
with
that's a good
all
point.
my heart. Like they are four of my
You know what else you
favorite people alive. The Bet Parks.
love? Mm.
You're damn right. So you can bet on all this stuff. We are really.
This is still a read.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say this almost feels
It's
like,
great.
Yeah.
So you bet on all this stuff and on all the games. But listen to this. In addition to betting the game, you can play casino games right in your hand while you're watching football. It is an amazing thing. Bet on all your favorite games while enjoying the excitement of casino right at your fingertips. All kinds of games like roulette, blackjack with a live dealer. So much fun. And here's a great deal for you. Listen to this. The Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook app. You can get up to $1,000 if you're a new user. Listen to this. New users, download the app. Get up to $1,000 in casino bonus back. If you're down the first 24 hours, casino bonus must be wagered. See betparks.com for details. You must be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem. Go on, Andrew Gambler. All right, back to the picks. Maybe we'll plow through these.
Oh, I mean, we have
Really
left.
picking it-
I
I mean, I'm having a blast.
Right.
All right. So Titans and Bills.
mean,
Gave you a
Bill-
bit of a hint. So there was a big line.
yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna guess 6.5, but now I think I'm gonna go 8.
9.5.
Ooh, I like the Bills.
I do too. I mean,
Yeah. In Buffalo, they have Amari Cooper.
yeah, Will Levis is a all-time disaster. All right, let's keep it rolling. Panthers at Washington. So we know Washington's going to win this week.
Well, you never know.
You never know.
By the way, did you hear Brandon Graham say preseason's over after the first 4 games? Did you hear this, by the way?
Dude,
I know,
Brandon,
yeah,
thank
I
you.
know.
I feel like this has been one of my better. I've been saying this for years.
I'm not even gonna lie. My first thought when I heard it was, I wonder if James told him. Because I mean, you've talked to him a few times. Like, who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe you've said it in passing.
I might,
like-
well, I might say when he's on the air with us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly, right.
But yeah,
um,
my thing.
honestly, he might have
So
heard you
proven
say
right
it
with
on
it.
the air.
He listens
And
a lot.
Yeah, and got it.
BG listens a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So I actually, all right, I guess I'll go Washington in Carolina.
No, in Washington.
They just lost that game, but played well. This feels like a bounce back game for them. Washington minus. I'm gonna go 10.
A good guess at a tie. It's
Yeah.
8.5.
All right, I feel vindicated.
No,
there.
that was I would have guessed like 6.5. So
Yeah. I'll take Washington. They blow teams out.
I'm gonna take Carolina. That's a lot of
8.5.
8.5.
All
A
right.
lot of points.
It's
I
a
think
lot of
Carolina
points. I don't know why I
stays in it.
emphasize 8.5.
I don't think Washington gets up to play Carolina. We'll see.
I
That
think
could
coming
be
off the
proven
loss, they're gonna be ready to.
They might. I just think it's like a 7-point game.
All right.
I could be wrong.
Certainly.
I don't feel great about
On the year, I've not been
it.
wrong.
I have
often,
not
though.
been wrong this year
Yeah.
that much, but no, I actually, as soon as I said it, I'm like, I'm probably gonna lose that one, but I'm going down with the ship.
Well, this is one we've disagreed on. I feel like we've picked almost the same
That's
on
true.
every single one.
All right, Raiders at Rams. Good. You need a week. I want you to win this week.
To be fair, I was like one game behind.
I want you to win.
Okay.
You could use a win.
All right.
You went 10,
all right.
you
All
went
right.
10 and 4.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't even win, you know?
Yeah, it's tough. What was it?
Raiders
at Rams.
A game that no one is going to watch.
Yeah, another one. Rams minus 5.
6.5.
I'll take the Rams. I think Cooper Kupp.
I will too.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to, and I just think the Raiders are god awful.
And they just like.
We have one.
They just traded out.
Actually, with one of the two Monday night games this week, which we'll get to in a sec. One of them's pretty fun, but I think the last like great game this week. I think we have 3 great games this week: Lions, Vikings, Texans, Packers, and
I'm not as into Texans Packers as you are. Okay. It's a great game, but
it's 5-1 versus 4-2.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right.
The matchup doesn't do it for me, but it is.
But I think it's 2 young quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I think it's a fun game.
It's a good game.
I would put it third of these 3, but I think it's a great game. Chiefs at Niners. Great.
Yeah, that is a great game. So I'll cheat and say I know the Chiefs are underdogs.
You know he's an underdog because of the Mahomes stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Chiefs minus Chiefs
plus.
Yeah. Well, I'll just do it the way I always do it.
Yeah.
49ers minus 2.
1.5.
Can't be much. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm obviously going to take
We're both
Chiefs.
taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it in the parlay. I don't think.
This is, to me,
you just take Mahomes and he's an underdog.
Well, and like, could we be wrong? Yes. But if we pick this game 10 times, we will be correct 8 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
I totally agree.
It just might not roll our way this week, but I would even do it as a part. I know we don't like doing.
Okay, we could consider it.
Yeah. Or just the money line.
Yeah.
But actually 1.5.
Well, no, we may as well take the points.
Yeah.
We're taking the Chiefs. All right. Last Sunday night game. Last Sunday game. Sunday night. I was gonna say last 4 o'clock, but it's
right.
Sunday night. I don't know if this is a good game or not. Jets at Steelers.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Going to Russell Wilson is absurd.
It's
Justin
one
Fields
of the
is
dumber things.
Decent.
You're 4-2.
You have a chance to make Justin Fields the future of the franchise.
It's moronic.
They must have promised him. Like, there has to be. Yeah.
And it's a Mike Tomlin. Who knows? But it would be asinine.
That being said, Russell Wilson might be the better quarterback in the game.
Who knows? I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers sucks, man.
Oh, you're talking over Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, like,
he's a loser.
Dude, and also that last pass that was intercepted, to blame it on Mike Williams.
He is like out and out blamed on. Like, and then I love Rodgers, like, I don't have any control in this organization. But you just traded for Devontae Adams. I'm sure you had nothing to do with that.
He's on the whatever.
I don't remember a team just kind of handing their organization, an NFL team, handing their organization over to a player like that.
What's funny is the Eagles did it, but just with like Matt Collins and Press Taylor and like all these unexciting things.
But I'm talking.
It's not.
They did. Yeah, but it's not this. I'm talking more like Aaron Rodgers is running that team. Like it's like
a disaster.
Yeah,
and he'll be gone next year.
It's like the jokes people make about Bryce Harper, where he's like he's the GM or whatever. It's like Aaron Rodgers is the GM of that team right now. Yeah.
Real quick, where do you think Hassan Reddick ends up?
It's a great question. Let me look at these teams.
So I think it'll be an AFC team
because they don't want to give.
Because they don't want to give the second.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because they have to value that. Like, is it worth trading him?
Right.
If you're going to give up what you got.
I think he'll end up playing for the Jets. Well,
if he gets traded, I mean, it's hard to trade him to your own conference, though,
yeah.
Right? I mean, I guess like.
All right. How about this? Is probably more exciting for people.
Chiefs.
We think the chances are he's on the Eagles.
0. No, that's not fair.
Because he could get released.
Fair. If he gets released, 5%.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. You think it's higher?
I think if he is released, and I think there's like
if he's released, I think if
he's released,
he will sign released, I'd make it 90%.
Now here's a question. Quick hypothetical, then we'll move on.
I just don't see them released.
If he's a free agent and Howie wants to sign him, and Vic says he doesn't want him, who wins that?
Wow. Vic.
I don't like that.
But I don't think Vic would say I don't want him.
Why?
Because you need pass rushers.
Why do you think Reddick's gone? You don't think that's?
I think it was part of it, but I think the money was part of it.
Too.
Yeah, and if you're talking about signing him for cheap, because he's already, I don't know.
All right,
interesting one. All right, so Jets at Steelers. This has been like an all-time.
Yeah, we're
I'm having a great time.
It is a good pod.
I'm really enjoying it.
It is fun.
Jets.
Jets minus 4.
2. Impressed you got the Jets minus, though. I probably would have said Steelers.
I don't want to take the Jets.
I'm taking the Steelers. They're home. They're a home dog on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Jets stink. Now, to be fair, Jets season is over if they lose. They're
I'm taking the
2-5.
Jets.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, but like also
Jets,
Devontae
honestly,
Adams first game.
I feel like the NFL will do everything they can for the Jets.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Jets.
And also, what's more like?
I'm flipping it. I'm with you.
And what's
I'm change? I never do this either.
Right.
I'm flipping my pick. I think I actually believe the
and
NFL
just think
will try
narrative
and skew
wise.
this to the
Is
Jets.
Russell Wilson going to come in and win? No, he's going to lose, and everyone's going to be like, "Why did you?"
I'm going to be so mad at myself when the Steelers win, but I will take the Jets.
I will be rooting for the Steelers.
Well, of course. Yeah. All right. 2 Monday night games, both like kind of interesting, I guess. The first one's pretty good. Ravens and Bucks. It's a pretty solid game.
Yeah, that is a good one. Man, the Ravens feel like have had a tough run. I think they're a good
unbelievable.
Team, every week it feels like I'm excusing a loss
against 4-2 or whatever.
Yeah.
They started 0-2. They won 4 straight, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ravens minus 2.5.
So close, 3.5.
I'm gonna take the Ravens.
I will too, but I think the Bucks. The half point scares me. I could see the Bucks losing by 3 here, but the Ravens are good. All right, last one: Chargers at Cardinals.
Chargers at Cardinals. Wow, this is definitely a hide it on Monday night.
Yeah, well, that's what it's weird that they're.
And I think it's also only on ESPN.
Well, it's at 9:00. So the Ravens Bucks is 8:15, like classic Monday night game. Right. This is like 9:00. So yes, this is a high. It's weird.
Chargers minus 2. I don't know. I have no reason.
2.5.
There we go.
All right.
I should just stop trying to think.
I know. Just say go gut. What are you gonna go on this one? I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna take Gannon.
I'll take the Chargers.
All right.
I think Harbaugh wins this one.
Fair enough.
All right. Final thoughts.
Man,
you want me to go first? What you think? Because
I have
one.
All right,
geared up.
Yeah, but let me be clear about something. Mm-hmm. I have one that I think is so funny, but I just don't think it's good for the pod. But if you see me,
I love when you do this.
Yeah, but I was laughing about it for no lie, like an hour.
Wow, that's really funny.
I know, and I don't have a great one outside of that. But all right, you go first.
Well, here, okay. So I'll give you a Zoe. I have a Zoeism too that I'll throw in. Emily, so Zoe was like lamenting something that had happened. She was getting
right.
So we like to. I don't think have I ever told you our name for Zoe when she gets a little like raw,
a little sassy.
We call her Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah, you have said this.
Yeah. So we're like, full on Eddie mode right now.
Right.
But she's like starting to get Eddieing and like she's like complaining on something. And Emily goes, Zoe, can we go back in time? And Zoe sobbing goes, how can we do that? We don't have a remote control. I don't even know what it means.
It's a fair point, though. I mean, if you're going to go back in time, the first step is a remote control. Like, what are you
talking about?
Not many people go.
Like sobbing. We don't have a remote control. It's so good. I had no idea.
That's good. Go by her. I do have a great final thought that I think you're gonna really like.
Okay. All right.
It's music related.
Oh, you want me to go soccer first?
I'll go since
you go. Then I'll go back to soccer. Good.
Okay. I don't think songs should say how long they are.
Hold up. What do you mean? You mean like
so if I put like a song on my phone, right? It'll say like it's 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
You think it should just play and
it's art.
I
don't need to know when it ends. I don't want to turn it off if there's 15 seconds left. It should be meant to consumed in its entirety.
So I have no problem with this. I really don't. I think there's a really interesting thought.
Yeah.
I just don't for me, like the length isn't going to stop me from listening to it. You know what I mean? Like if it's 7 minutes, I'll be like, cool, 7 minutes.
Right.
But
I just don't think there's any reason to know.
Well, okay, hold up. I guess with a song, now, would you feel the same way about a movie? Because that is art, but it's like, see, for me, it's a time thing. It's like, I've only got 2 hours. I can't watch a 3-hour movie even if I wanted to right now. I don't mind 3 hours. If it's good.
All right, so I've thought about it, and I don't think it should be for me.
So it can't be an art thing then, because movies.
No, I'm saying I'm saying I don't think they should put the time on movies either.
Wow.
I think we should stop putting times on things because.
But that's
think how many times you haven't watched a movie for that exact reason.
Right, but it's because of literal timing. It's like I can't stay up till 4 a.m. tonight to watch 3 hours of this movie, but I could squeeze in 90 minutes and not stay up that late and watch a 90-minute movie.
Yeah, there's not many. I mean, the biggest difference in movies is like an hour. It's not like we're talking about a 7-hour movie versus a 45.
I just said a 90-minute movie versus a 3-hour movie. I can't do the 3-hour movie when I have time.
But I think when you're watching a movie, you shouldn't be able to look and go, well, it's over in 15 minutes. So clearly something's about to happen.
I agree with. So you're saying when you're in it, like I need to know the time going in.
No, I think you should not know.
Well, I have to though. What if I can't? I don't have time to watch a 3-hour movie. Like
The risk you take when you press play.
No,
I don't know what to say.
you've lost me here. You had me with the music thing.
I just don't think the movie or song should be prejudged by how long it is. Like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, I really wanted to watch, but it was like 3 hours. And so for months, I was like, I'm not watching this. I should have just pressed play. And if I liked it, I would have kept watching.
I watched it. Yeah, it didn't bother me. That's my point. Is like I am willing to watch 3-hour movies and stuff like that. You had me, especially once I started. Like I agree with you. Like I shouldn't be able to check me. Oh, there's an hour left. Oh, blah, blah. I'm fine with that. Like I really have no. My thing is going in. I have a very set schedule where on the weekends I can watch movies, but I can't stay up too late because I wake up super early in the morning and stuff like that. So like I need to know. Like I can't. Unfortunately, at midnight, say I'm going to start a 3-hour movie.
Unfortunately, in this world, you would not know.
So then I have to be out on it because you had me. I think there were parts of it I really liked, but you lost me on that one specific thing.
Either you care about the art or you don't. No one looks at a painting like I can only take it in for 4 seconds. Who cares
about movies more between the two?
I would say it's even.
All right. Here's my final thought. And I was so excited about this. I actually texted you.
Oh, you did.
So I went, shout out to UPenn Soccer. I went to UPenn Soccer game. Shout out to my cousin Annie. Her fiance, Danny, his brother is one of the coaches on Penn. So they were in town. They live in San Francisco, or a little above San, whatever.
Please be specific.
Yes, right. And they were like, hey, we want to hang with Zoe. She hasn't gotten to see Zoe that much. So we had a great time. It was super fun. But there is something about college soccer that is so much better than professional soccer. I don't understand
to hear
why professional soccer doesn't do this. They have a freaking scoreboard that has the time counting down, and the ref can stop it, and the ref can say, hold up, stop, okay, and the clock will stop. But we all know exactly how much time is left. There's no, oh, wow, we've got 10 extra minutes, extra time, whatever.
Well, hold on.
They stop the clock in front of you. We can all see the clock. And
so they don't do extra time.
They don't do extra time.
They don't do
They stop the clock for injuries. And it says, all right, stop, everyone stop. Like you would in any other sport. Soccer's the only freaking sport where you don't know how much time is left that has a clock. Baseball doesn't have a clock. Oh, pitching clock, but you know what I mean. Like why? Why can't we just, when the ref blows his whistle, it's always the ref's got his own little time thing or whatever. Oh, like 8 minutes extra time. Like, how about you just tell us how much freaking time is left? Like, why? This is so dumb.
It's kind of funny. Both of ours ended up being about time, by the way.
Right? Oh, wow. Good point.
Yeah.
What do you think? Soccer man. Like,
well, look, I will say, when we talked about crushing losses, the Leeds loss happened a minute and a half after it was supposed to end. But
in that case, you would have known how much time was left because
the play wouldn't.
2 minutes left.
Yes,
like
correct.
In a football game, we know there's 2 minutes left. In a whatever game, we know there's 2 minutes left.
So here's the issue with that. Is it like if there's 10 seconds left and a team is like on a breakaway, like are you gonna call it in the middle of that? Like I don't.
That's life. If
it's like basketball.
Team is running but the
play
Dak Prescott running down the middle of the field, not being able to call timeout, and the clock runs out. Like
no, but the difference is the example for you here would be like Dak. The play doesn't end until the play ends in football. There might be 0 seconds left, but you can go 4 seconds. Basketball is the better one.
Court shot. It either goes in or it doesn't.
So I think the best argument would be in theory it would get rid of time wasting, which is a big part of the sport.
That's the point. Right. It would get rid of time wasting, and also just as a fan, like it is annoying to not know how much time's left. Like when I'm watching, I was like,
but there's also, but to be fair, it's also captivating.
Nah, see, it doesn't do it. I get, am I gonna get 2 minutes or 4 minutes? Right, like, it's so dumb to me. Like, just tell me how much time. The ref knows how much time. Why can't we know? Like,
I'm mostly okay. Personal thing. I'm mostly okay.
Okay, good.
I don't think I would institute the change, but I understand. Okay. And I think it's, to be fair, a little amateur, obviously by nature, that college does it. Like play the game by the way it's played.
No, if you have a better way to play it, play it the better way.
But like they're ultimately going to go. I mean, I guess not a lot of them, but like,
well, they're all colleges. Have
it's kind of like,
and if in college football,
I don't like that. I mean, obviously the safety part.
In college football, you can catch it with 1 foot in bounds.
Right. That's dumb.
That's so dumb. Yeah. I agree. I think that's dumb because that's like specific rules of the game. Like this is the same thing. Like theoretically, we're playing for the same amount of time. It's just we all know what the ref knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's because like it's the same thing. If they stopped, it would look the same. Like extra time is just time.
It
on
also
the ref's
gets
clock
pressure off the ref
it.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. So anyway, big time recommendation. I'm sure they'll listen. That's what professional soccer.
All right. Welcome. Good with it.
All right. This was a long one.
It was a long Bet Parks pod.
That's fun though.
I
had a great time. All right. Saturday, 1 to 3. Check us out. Parks. We will be there. Getting ready for a guaranteed Eagles win on Sunday. And then, of course, as soon as the game ends, live on YouTube. We'll be there. Until then, he's Eliot James.